if you know how to actually calculate everything, but you got to understand how to do it, right? Here's a generator. So this will actually draw the box and whisker. So all you got to do is type in the numbers and it'll actually draw it all for you. Anyway, so all it is simple Googling the right thing. Like, I guess you could type more numbers in here, see that? And then it made it longer, right? See? Anyway, so I'll give you guys some links to these, but like I said, you can find them yourself. GeoGebra is pretty cool because you can do that. All right, so let's get to it. Today's going to be pretty simple, so I'll make it short so you guys can enjoy the day out here. Today's going to be.
What I want to talk about now are shapes of distributions.
Oh, I was like, who's talking? Like, I thought that was Tyler or something. Tyler, you sound like Sal Khan. All right. So what we're going to do, we are going to do, what are these things called again? These bar graphs?
Histograms?
Histograms, yeah. They're I don't know what they're called, histograms, but they're bar graphs and they're called histograms. So I'm not going to write too much today. I'm just going to do a few of each, and then I'll let you guys do the rest because it's so simple that I don't know if we really need notes. There's only one thing that gets me confused here. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out. All right, so let's do a create a histogram right here. Create a histogram. So Tyler, what's a histogram? Hey there. Unmute. All right. Anybody, what's a histogram?
It's like a bar graph.
It's a bar graph. All right. So let me zoom in. And I'll do this by myself, and then you guys just watch. All right. So let's see. How many are between 0 and 10?
Sorry, I'm self-muted.
Oh, there we go. So how many are between 0 and 10? There's 1. There's 1. So just bring this up to 1. How many are between 10 and 20? Let's see. 1, 2.
Should you put them in order, or does it not matter?
Yeah, I'm just counting how many there are. Yeah. So if you put them in order, it's easier to count, right? But I'm just kind of looking at them.
Okay.
How many are 20 to 30? Okay, 1, 2. And how many are in the 30s? 2. So I'm just dragging it. There you go. There's my histogram. I mean, we could have drawn this, with our, notes and everything, but this is kind of cool. All right. Let me do a couple more, then I'll move on to the others. Same thing, right? Now, the part here that I get confused on is, let's say you had 5. Let's pretend you had number 5 in here. I always forget, does the 5 go on the left one or the right one? I always get lost.
I think it go on the first.
Yeah.
It go from number 0 to 5. 5 is part of it.
So you think 5 would be in here, right?
And then for 10, and then 11 through 15, and then 16 through 20, I think.
Yeah, and I'm not positive either, and I always forget, and then I remember, and then I forget again. So we'll figure that out. I wish they had a 5 in here, then we would know which one it's going to be on, right? But I think you're right. I think it's from 0 to 5, and here is going to be greater than 5 to 10, and then greater than 10 to, right? Anyway, so this one, how many are from 5 to 10? 1 again. Okay. And then how many are 2 digits, not 20? Looks like 2. And then how many are in the 20s? 1. So what's good about bar graphs? Can you see the percent? Yeah, they're easy. Yeah. And it doesn't tell you what the numbers are, right? You don't know what's in here. You just know there's one number. It might be a 0, it might be a 5, it might be anything in between. So it just kind of groups them, so you don't want to see every single number. You're like, oh, there's between here and here, there's by the way, if you want to try to remember this, we might have these are called bins, like a bin, like a tub, like boxes, right? So the width are called bins. So how wide are these bins?
5.
5. Now, in histograms, the bins have to be the same size. Okay, you can't have one bin be a width of 5 and the other be a width of 2. Okay. All right. So it looks like I made a mistake on number 20 and up. It was 2. I forgot to put that one. Oh, wait. What's my mistake? 1.
Just press the get help, and then it'll tell you what you did
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay. All right, let's try that. I bet you I missed one of these right here. 0, 1, 1. Oh, there's only one teenager, one 12-year-old. And there are 0. There we go. I bet you that. Oh, what the? Okay, 1. Okay, 1, 1, 2. There's 2 of these. There we go. All right. Anyway, so you got to be careful on that. Okay. All right. So if you guys can pause that and just look at the next screen that I'm going to show you. And all we're going to do is histograms today. Okay. All right. And this one, you're going to read a histogram. So which means you're going to see the histogram and answer the questions. All right.
In Khan Academy, you only find us, I'm pretty sure you only find us creating.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I
you just did 2 creating instead of a rating one.
Okay, let me click on this as soon as I do one of these. Okay. So how many games are played? Well, 1 plus 5 plus 8. So whatever that is, 1 plus 5 plus 8, 14. So you basically count the total of each bar, and that's how many total games are being played. All right, and then I'm gonna. This one says, how many more kilometers have been driven between 50 and 100 than
more vehicles have been?
Yeah, how many more vehicles have been driven between 50 and 100 than 250 and 250? So how many? So this is 4.
Oh.
Right. So this is 4,000 or 4 vehicles, and this one is.
And then the other one is 2.
2. So there's 2 more, right? So 2 more. Okay. And then same idea. How many pumpkins have a mass greater than 6? So here's a good question. So this got to be all of these. Yeah. So basically 8 plus 6 plus 2. So that's going to be 16, right? So it's going to be all. So greater means add all the bars to the right. Okay. And let's do one more. Volume. How many days did Harley measure the water? So you have to measure all of count all of them. 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6. So it's going to be 16, 20, 25, 31. Okay. All right. And let me assign this, and I'll delete the one that's double reading. And then the last one you're going to do is going to be that left skewed, right skewed. So can you guys watch this? Because this is kind of an important one. We touched on it yesterday. And you'll be able to get it if you were here with us yesterday. Shape of distribution. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to click on this. There we go. Okay. So here's some data. And it looks like if you found the average is probably going to be pulling to the right, because this number is going to pull the average to the which side? To the right. So it's going to be right skewed.
So it's like opposite. So it looks left skewed, but it's actually right? It's like the opposite?
It's kind of the opposite of what your eyes are seeing. But it's actually not opposite, because this number here is going to pull the average more to the right, because this number is far from the middle.
Right.
So, right? So let's pretend the middle is probably around here, which means these guys are pretty close to the middle. So they're not really doing a lot of pulling of the like tug of war, right? So you know in tug of war there's a flag. So these guys are close to the middle, so they're not really pulling very much. But these guys are far from the middle. That means they're going to pull the average to the right a little bit. Okay. So yeah, it is a little backwards from what your eyes can see, but if you can think about it deeper, it's actually not backwards at all. Okay. But yeah, when I used to teach this, when I didn't understand it, I would just tell kids it's opposite of what you think, and that I did not like teaching that way.
It works for me.
Yeah, it works. Hey, look, which one is far from the middle? Is it the left side or the right side?
The right side.
The left side.
Yeah, because the middle's probably right here, right?
Wait, hold
on. The middle number.
Mm-hmm.
So that means
the one is pulling it.
Yeah, the one is going to pull
to the left.
Yeah, and they're far from it, so it's going to be left skewed for sure. See, you getting that, Abby? It actually makes more sense when you think about it a little more.
Oh, okay.
You see that?
I got it.
So think about you're playing tug of war. Who is furthest? Now look at this. The middle's right here, and look at this one. This one's pulling, and so is this one, but they're both kind of the same distance from where.
So they're even.
So that would be symmetrical.
So they're symmetrical.
Yep. And then last one. Okay, so this is kind of tricky. The middle is probably right here, right? So who is furthest from this side? Is it the right side or the left side?
The left side.
Let's see.
I think.
The left side. Yeah, this is tricky because it's not so obvious, huh? Okay,
a line of 40 is technically like the middle. Kind of.
Yeah, but there's more people on this bar, which means the middle slightly where my arrow is, right? This bar. So that means the right side is further away from the middle. All right, let me try and see if it works. This was a hard one, I think. It's left skewed.
Get help.
I bet you they're gonna say approximately what? Yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah, I bet you it's approximate. It's because it's almost even looking, right? Yeah. There we go. It was so hard because I bet you it was a little bit right skewed, but barely. Like the average, if we're playing tug of war, you barely pulled it to the right? It's almost didn't get pulled at all. Okay. All right. So try those out while you guys while I wait for you, and then ask me questions if you can you can present. No, it's okay. I think this is good enough to visually see it, and it's the only thing histogram means bar graphs, and bins are the width of the bars, not the height, the width, right? The side to side. All right, so try that out while I fix the assignment. All right. So now if you get that bar graph that looks almost symmetrical, just say almost symmetrical, right?
You got two of the same homework assignments.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Let me fix it. I think I was gonna fix that right now. I think the reading, right? Or the right. There we go. And then I'm just gonna tell you what we're gonna start with later when you're done, and we're not gonna start with. I want you to know what we're gonna be starting next. Manage, and please text your cohort because I'm worried that some people are gonna get really behind if they're not logging in and seeing the assignments. How many of us are on? Right, there's only 8 of you guys, right?
There's 11 of us.
Well, I'm there 3 times. I think. Yeah.
There's 2 of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only.
I have my laptop and my computer at the same time, and then the presenter. So, but there's 28 of us in the class, so. That's why I'm getting worried that the other 20 are going to. Why do you think they're not logging in?
Well, there's always the option you can rewatch it.
That's true.
They just don't want to.
They don't want to. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That'd be kind of crazy if fourth period it was optional. You can just show up or not show up, right?
Right.
Rewatch fourth period.
Well, guess what? In college, it's optional. You can show up to class or not. The only problem is you're gonna be paying for it. So, if you're paying for something, you should go, right? All right. So, do I have all three? Create histograms, read histogram. It looks like I'm missing one. The shape. Let me make sure.
You have two of the create histograms.
All right. Let me see. I might have deleted the wrong one. Let's see.
Now we could theoretically set up a couple different meets, and we could do cohort work.
That's true. That's true. You could actually, if you, yeah, you should do that. Actually, that would be a really cool idea to encourage like student empowerment. You know what I mean? Instead of teacher led, it's student led, right?
Like next week, you could assign us something to do as a cohort,
and then you guys do it. Yeah.
And then on our own time, we could talk and figure out when we want to do it.
That's a great idea. Okay, I'll do that. I'll start off the assignment, and then I'll let you guys practice it. Kind of like when I give you guys, cohort work, right? And the next assignment is actually a little. Well, I don't want to say complicated. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you guys right now, so you get an idea. It's in my stats, and what I'll do is I'll make this really nice. This little, I'll just give you the ones that are important to you. All right, let me know. Let me know if you guys need help with any of those so far. And I think all three should be showing up by now. Like I haven't seen Dominic, or I haven't seen Caden. I need to touch base with everybody. Kate.
Caden's Chromebook is broken.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
If you can text and tell him to use his parents' computer, you could also do it from your phone. It's not as cool, but you could see it. I've seen it. I've looked at some of these tutorials that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, send him a message. Say to message me if he needs some help.
Okay.
He's gonna get behind, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a pause day. Get people to catch up. Thank you for letting me know. I've been kind of curious.
Yeah.
You know what? He's my nephew's neighbor. I should tell my nephew to go. Say here's a Chromebook. No excuses. He's got like 4 of them. Yeah, my nephew has like gaming computers. Yeah, so we need a Stella. I haven't seen Stella log in at all. Kate.
Or Athena. I don't think Athena's been on.
Athena. See all these. Leticia. Evan. Either Evan. Look, uppercase Evan or lowercase Evan. What the heck? Neither of the Evans. No Evan. Okay. You guys doing okay? Have you guys got the third one yet, or are you on the second one? Or
I'm on reading.
The reading, okay.
Yeah.
The reading one, no. Might be reading right.
I also renamed the Google Classroom. So in case they log in, it says the name of the Google Classroom is IM1. We meet at 1:00. So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I did that like I don't remember this morning or last night.
So it's like the end of our lesson for today.
Yeah, I just want to show you guys one thing before you guys go, and it'll be it won't even take like a minute or two. So here it is. IM1 online class at Never mind. It doesn't say what time. So what we're gonna.
You should click on it.
You assigned the shape of distributions 3 times.
Okay. No wonder I didn't see it. So I think I had to refresh. I'll fix that. All right. Take a peek at what we're going to be doing next, and then we'll. So this is called a bell curve, and a bell curve is a lot of data. Like if this was the mile, then let's see. Let me put some numbers. What would be the average mile that you think would for like high school students? Like
9, maybe 10 minutes.
All right, let's say 9, and then so look at this. This shaded region right here is everybody who is pretty average at running a mile. And in order for you to be above average, you got to be in this section over here, or way in this section over here. You're really fast if you're over here. So
there.
yes, so I can, and then this is a certain percentage of the people. And guess what percentage of the people are pretty normal? And the number is right here, right in the screen. Look where my arrow's at. See that number? So 68% of the people are pretty normal. So if you wanted to see who's above normal, you would say, oh, show me the people that are really fast, that are like less than six minutes. And what percentage of the people do you think are less than, let me say 6.5, make it more. See this little shaded region right here? This shaded region is 6%. So you can pretty much, see what percentage of the people are less than 7 minutes. Anyway, so this is where we're going to be going next. And this is actually the real stuff here in stats. It's a little more complicated, but with this app that I'm going to share with you guys, you're going to be able to see the average is right in the middle, by the way. See this 9? That's the average. Anyway, so that's where we're going to be going, and go ahead and finish that off and have a great day. Go enjoy the sun. Okay. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.
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 Bye.